Hello everyone, welcome back to Pabbly. So in today's video we will understand how to create Mautic contact from Google Sheets. So here let's say that I maintain the details of my clients in a Google Sheet. So here my objective is that whenever I add a new client details in a new row in Google Sheets, then I wish to create the same client as a contact in Mautic. So now here to do this, I need to build an integration between these two applications, for which I will be using Pabbly Connect, where my trigger application will be Google Sheets and my action application will be Mautic. So to learn more about this integration, follow me through the screen. In this video, we will understand how to create Mautic contact from Google Sheets. So here my objective is that whenever I add the details of my clients in this Google Sheets, then I want to create those clients as a contact in Mautic, which is an open source marketing automation software. So now to do this, I will have to build an integration between these applications, for which I will be using Pabbly Connect. So here as an existing user, I will simply sign in. But if you are a new user, you can click on the sign up for free button and you will get 100 tasks for free every month. So as an existing user, I'm signing in. This here is the all applications page by Pabbly. I will go to Pabbly Connect and click on access now to reach my dashboard. So this here is my dashboard, and to create a new workflow, I will go to my right hand side corner and click on this create workflow button. And now here in this dialog box appearing, I need to give my workflow a name, and here I have named it as create Mautic contact from Google Sheets. And on my left hand side, these are the folders which I have created before. So I want to save this workflow in the folder named as Mautic. So here I'm going to click on create. As I did that, now I have arrived on a very important window which consists of trigger and action. Basically, trigger and action are the two most important principles or concepts of Pabbly Connect, on which this entire automation and integration will depend. Trigger says when this happens, action says do this. Action is an automated response of your trigger application, and in a workflow, you can only have one trigger but multiple actions. So moving with my use case, that is to create Mautic contact from Google Sheets. So here in my trigger window, I'm going to use Google Sheets as my trigger application, and here it is. As I've selected the trigger application, now I need to select the trigger event that will be new or updated spreadsheet row. That means this trigger will start working whenever a new spreadsheet row will be added or updated. So here I'm selecting it as the trigger event. So now I've selected my trigger application. Now here moving to my action window, as I want to create a contact in Mautic. So here in my action window, I'm going to search Mautic as my action application, and here it is. After selecting my action application, I will select the action event that will be to create or update contact. That means this action event will start working whenever a new contact will be created or an existing contact will be updated. So here I have selected my action application and the trigger application. So now here in my trigger application, you can see that a webhook URL is given, and along with that a help desk is given. So read this help desk given below carefully, because this webhook URL will help you to connect your Google Sheets account with Pabbly Connect. So here now I will take you to my Google Sheets. So this is the Google Sheet that I have created. So here it consists of 5 columns. One is of first name, second is of last name, third is of phone number, fourth is of email, and the fifth one is of city. So these here are the details of my clients, and the Google Sheet name is Mautic Contact Spreadsheet. So over here, now the first step is to connect Pabbly Connect with this Google Sheet. So to do this, I will go to extensions, and in extensions, I need to have this extension of Pabbly Connect webhooks. So if you don't have it, you can simply go to add-ons, and here you just need to search for Pabbly Connect webhooks, and here it is. So here you can see that as I've already installed this extension, so it says installed. You can follow the same process to install this extension. So here I'm closing this, and now to connect Pabbly Connect with Google Sheets, so here I'm going to extensions once again. And now here I will go to Pabbly Connect webhooks and click on initial setup. And now here in initial setup, I need to mention the webhook URL and the trigger column. So here you can see that in this Google Sheet, I only have one sheet. So over here it is selected as sheet 1. Now moving to the webhook URL. So here in Pabbly Connect, I'm going to copy the webhook URL. And here in Google Sheets, I'm going to paste the same. Once this is done, then I need to select the trigger column. The trigger column is the final data column on which the data is to be added. So here E is my final data column, and I'm making it as my trigger column. And now here I will click on submit. So as you can see that the setup is configured successfully. Now I will close this. Again, I will go to extensions, go to Pabbly Connect webhooks and click on send on event. So now whenever a new row will be added in this Google Sheet, then automatically the details of that row will be sent to Pabbly Connect. So here I'm going to just refresh it once as this is an important step. So now over here I'm going to add the dummy details so that the row details can be captured over in Pabbly Connect. So here I'm mentioning the first name as demo and the last name as dummy. So now here I've mentioned a dummy phone number and now here I'm going to mention a dummy email. And I'm going to mention it as demodummy@pabblytudes.com. Once this is done, I will mention the city. So now here I've added the details. Now I will take you to Pabbly Connect and show you that the details of this row is successfully captured over here in Pabbly Connect. So here you can see that I've received a response. Here is the trigger column. Here is the spreadsheet name, spreadsheet ID, sheet name, sheet ID, row index, phone number, last name, first name. Scrolling down, here you can see the email and here you can see the city. So that means the details of my client which I have added in a new row in Google Sheets is successfully captured by Pabbly Connect and over here you can see it in the response. So the first step of this automation is successful. That means now whenever a new row will be added in Google Sheets, then automatically the details of that row will be captured over here in Pabbly Connect. So this trigger will instantly capture the new incoming data and the workflow execution will start in real time. So now moving to my action window, here it is. So as I want to create Mautic contact from Google Sheets, so here you can see the action application as Mautic and the action event as create or update contact. So here now I need to establish a connection between Pabbly Connect and Mautic. So here I'm going to click on connect. So if you have an existing connection, you can go with the same or you can simply add a new connection. So here to add a new connection, you need to mention your Mautic username and your Mautic password. So over here now you also need to mention a base URL. So read this instruction given below carefully because this will help you to find your base URL. So now I will take you to my Mautic account. Over here I will go to settings and in settings I will go to configuration and here in configuration this is the site URL. So I will simply copy this, go back to Pabbly Connect and here I'm going to paste it. So here you can follow the same process to add a new connection. But as of now, I will go with the existing connection which I have. So now I will simply click on save. So here you can see that Mautic is successfully connected with Pabbly Connect. Now scrolling down, here I need to mention the first name. So I will map the first name from the response that I have received. So here as I've received the response from Google Sheets, I'm going to map the first name. So basically mapping is to insert the data from previous step. So here I'm going to search for first name and I've mapped it. Now moving to last name. Here from the response received, again I'm going to map the last name and here is the last name and I've mapped it. Moving further, here I'm going to map the email address. So here I'm going to search for email and I've mapped it. So here now I need to mention the mobile number. So here I'm going to mention the mobile number and here it is. Once this is done, I will scroll down and now here I'm going to add the city. So here from the response received, I'm going to map the city. So here this method of mapping is important so that every time you receive a new response with new data, that data can be taken over here in these fields. If I would have written this information manually, in that case this information would have become static, which means that it wouldn't change even if I would have received a new response. So to avoid that problem, we map the information. So here now I will simply scroll down and directly go to save and send test request. So here I've left these fields blank because as of now these are not required in my use case. But if you want to add these details, you can do that. So here now I will simply click on save and send test request to see the response. Here I've received the response and it is a positive response. Here the contact is published. Here is the contact date added. So here are some other details as well. So now I will take you to my Mautic account. Over here I will go to contacts and here in contacts I will just refresh it. Now here in Mautic you can see that a new contact is created. So here is the name that was demo dummy. Here is the email address which I have mentioned, and here is the city along with the phone number. So that means this contact is successfully created here in Mautic. Now this automation and integration was a successful one. Now whenever a new row will be added in Google Sheets, then automatically by using the row details, a new contact will be created in Mautic. Not just these applications, you can integrate a lot more applications with the help of Pabbly Connect. So if you have any doubts regarding Pabbly, reach us at support@pabbly.com, and if you have any queries, you can visit us at forum.pabbly.com. If you have any pricing related query, you can visit this link. So if you like this video, please share it with your friends and colleagues, and do not forget to like, share and subscribe our channel.